I feel like it's not awful against Medusa here. It's definitely going to come out as a ban from NoPing if it,
if they don't pick it.
yeah, if they don't pick it right here.
Yeah, the question is, do you want to pick Envy's hero or do you want to pick Moo's hero? And I think that since you see the core matchup, the offlane,
Isn't Moo going
and
to play Tidehunter?
or sorry, yeah, not Moo's hero. I meant Z Freak, or yeah,
Yeah.
Z Freak's hero is what we're looking for.
Yep.
It's like I imagine. All right, well they actually just go for the Darkseer.
Maybe the Darkseer is the Moo hero.
Hit some copium, guys. Hit that stuff big. We don't know. We've seen a 4th position Darkseer actually in this tournament before.
Yes, and he got some interesting changes as well. One of the biggest things being his normal punch is a lot stronger than it was previously. So against the Medusa, it is going to do a lot of work. I'm not crazy about it against the Nyx Assassin, but they don't have any Dispel to deal with the Darkseer at this point either. So they could run this position 4. They could run the Tidehunter position 4. I've seen some crazy stuff every so often, but it is more likely going to be Moo into position 3 Tidehunter.
It is, yeah. Moo plays the Tidehunter almost every single time for these guys, and I think with the draft that you have, it doesn't make a lot of sense to run him into the support. So I think we're going to be seeing a 4-position Darkseer here for Z Freak. Again, a hero that he can play super greedy on and pick up some like really big items. I mean, last game Z Freak was super farmed. I want to say like top 5 in damage done for the whole game. So yeah, it's not super surprising we see them pick up something like this. And now the question is, can the Medusa like sustain lane against these Ion Shell spams and constantly being pushed under her tower?
We'll see if she can deal with the kind of stuff. I mean, Medusa does deal, or any range hero does deal fairly well with Ion Shells coming onto them. They're just able to keep their distance.
10 seconds.
All right. Chat is giving it to you with the green apples. You're being canceled now, Ricky. We're going to bring in another play-by-play caster. I'd like to welcome Odie Pixel.
I'd actually be like, all right, that's fair. Owen, his seat's yours. Please have it.
We don't have him, it sounds like.
Oh, shoot. Production in our ears. Jerry saying you're a psycho. That's definitely not happening. You guys are just uncultured. That's all I'm going to say. You guys just don't know. It's very good.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I would have loved to cast with Owen today. I'm sure that he hates green apples. But he doesn't know nearly as much about NA Dota as you, Ricky.
Oh, of course.
And you are a little bit better looking.
Aw, well, thanks, Neph. Right back at you, buddy. About the NA Dota thing.
Oh, yeah. Your tasting pizza, absolutely disgusting, though.
It's fine.
5
Hate me because you ate me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Let's talk about this last pick. We can snipe this one out, right? You thought it's going to be an anti-mage on the side of Zoomers. NoPing their mid-hero, the Legion Commander. Not what I would have expected.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think what we're looking at here is potentially you could run the mid-Mars. You could run the mid-Mars, but I think this is a little bit of deny pick into the anti-mage, right? Because you really do not want to pick AM into a Legion. They still could go for the Phantom Lancer, Razor, and Slark bans, both really on point here. I mean, PL doesn't work exceptionally well with Darkseer is the thing. Like you don't get a lot of benefits from that hero. It's just PL wins the late game here if they get there.
Terrorblade, maybe?
You could. Okay,
they take the Monkey King.
I actually like this.
Yeah, we keep forgetting about this hero. I mean, it was very awful in the last patch, but ended up getting buffs across the board. Yeah, the 25% lifesteal you get with the just 1 point in Jingu Mastery. Like, Monkey King's level 1 is just so strong yet again.
I honestly think, like, the Diffusal build on Monkey King is actually pretty viable. Like, you pick it up second item after, like, the Echo Saber or something, and you can do a ton of mana burn inside the Wukong's command. You do have Stone Gaze to get people out, as well as, like, the Heavenly Grace and stuff from the Omni, but if you get caught by a Ravage, like Vac Walled, inside this Wukong's command, it's actually a lot of control. You can keep these heroes there for a while. So we'll see what they do. And you might need to get a pretty decently timed BKB on the Medusa here to be able to fight. And that's never feels good. You don't want to have to do that.
No. BKB Medusa is never fun. Usually just want to go scout it, but Darkseer counters that one out pretty well. Yeah, 3 Darkseer, by the way, for Tidehunter.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I thought this was a possibility. I just thought it was a pretty low possibility. I guess they just value getting that more the extra farm onto the Darkseer, given the fact they are playing against Medusa this game. So they're going to be able to have those vac walls, I think, a little bit more consistently. He's gonna have to farm for a blink dagger to get on top of Medusa. Otherwise, your 4 Darkseer is usually pretty poor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great Darkseer game, so that makes a lot of sense. And getting like these blank vac walls inside the Disruptor ult. I mean, this is a combo I used to run all the time. Disruptor Darkseer is a time classic. I mean, you love watching these. Like, you just drop a Stack Storm Kinetic Field, and then you just get 3 heroes vacuumed right inside with a wall on top of them. It's so sick. And you always need to have a vacuum follow-up, right? Normally, it's like the Nyx Assassin if you can get it. But this time, you got the Disruptor. It's not a stun, but it's quite strong.
You have a Ravage as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes it easier to get the Ravage off when you're pulling someone back in to that static field too. I mean, it just combos well, super well. Just combos super well together. Monkey King is sitting inside the base pretending to be a courier right now. Wait, no, I'm crazy. Wait, no, I'm not crazy. He is. He's role-playing as a animal here on Eternal Envy. Can we get a zoom in on this one?
It's a good-looking courier.
Okay.
Whose courier is this? It's not even in the game. How did he get this?
We sure? Yes, it is. It's his courier. Wait, no, it's Darkseer's courier. This is Moose.
Okay.
It just Moose is the only person to not move his courier outside the fountain. Rookie stuff, honestly.
Yeah, it's all right. This is honestly a weird. Oh, okay, that doesn't help.
I don't think we're going to see any action here at the ruins level 1, unfortunately. People talk about it all the time. They say it's kind of a waste to put your first point into all these spells in order to take the rune fights. Otherwise, your lanes are just kind of awful afterwards. But I like seeing it. It's entertaining to us as viewers.
Neph is saying he likes blood. He wants to see blood spilled here at the rune. But we'll see if it happens. A little bit of a DC here from Envy. I'm sure it's fine.
Sure, it's fine. Smile. So we'll be back in just a second. That'll give us a chance to break down some of these lanes and items, as I didn't do that one before. We did mention that it is going to be Darkseer playing position 3 and Tidehunter 4. He's actually starting with a Null Talisman first on move. That's a little bit unusual. You get the extra mana regen and amp off of this one, but I'm surprised he doesn't just go for a Soul Ring first in order to spam out his Ion Shell. You're playing against a Medusa, so you're not getting the same Ion Shell harass onto this hero as you would a lot of other people. But Null Talisman feels weird to me.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's all right. I think it's all right.
Yeah,
but
fair enough. What else we got going on here? Tidehunter ends up starting with a bunch of Mango's Healing Salve, Magic Stick. I mean, you're playing against just going to be spamming out Snake basically off of cooldown, but I'm not sure how useful this 200 gold he's spending on this one is going to be. Panda Booster at Heavenly Grace level 1. It seems to be what most people are doing. He's getting Orb of Venom as well, so looking to click down these heroes. Moose going to deal with this one fairly well. Doesn't mind trading with the Omni Knight and the Orb of Venom. Just going to drop an Ion Shell on himself and then trade back with him, I imagine.
it's pretty okay for the Omni Knight, like levels 1, 2, and 3. I think after that, Omni starts to struggle because Omni has incredible base stats. Like, he will trade effectively against Tidehunter here, no problem. And Moo will just have to, like, shove the creeps under the tower and apply a damage to the Onshot. Omni Knight's courier is just dead, though. And it didn't get the salve delivered. That's actually a pretty huge deal for this lane. Not getting this extra healing now is going to be pretty rough.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Darkseer's courier also dead. So, you know.
Both teams getting a stimmy.
A little bit of a stimmy going both ways. Very cool.
Important here for our America's Dota. So, economy now thriving here on both teams. We'll see what they spend all this extra gold on. I imagine they're going to invest.
Z-Freak is just bodying Panda Boo. I don't think he realizes he's got an Ion Shell on him. Like, he can't really see it effectively. And if he goes for like a Gush play again, he might have been able to kill the Omni there. But at this point, they just want to drag the wave, reset it here, put it in Moo's favor, and get those extra levels in the Ion Shell. Once you have like level 3, you have those 2 points in the Ion Shell, it's a little bit easier to get aggressive.
Yeah. Do you remember what we call the this ion shell, by the way?
The Doritos?
That's correct.
Nice.
I'm impressed with you. The courier ends up dropping. This one doesn't have anything on it. Matthew, I think will end up. Oh no. I mean, you got the counter to the Legion to the Disruptor here. My God.
It's
As
all
soon
right.
as he drops that Thunderstrike onto him,
Our
instantly
brains-
dispels it with the press the attack.
Yeah, so our brain's still a little bit melted from the last game, but I'm sure it's fine.
NV games tend to melt brains. It's kind of a widely accepted thing here in Dota 2. If you don't know that, you're probably pretty new to the game.
Yeah, or at least new to NA Dota.
Yeah.
Dark Mago doing really well in the mid lane here on this Mars. Currently 12-7, 13-7. And Gunnar struggling a lot. And Dark Mago has a huge creep wave here to farm as well.
Yeah. He's going to get the majorities under the tower as well. He's got a lot of base damage and this Quelling Blade. Going to be easy to snag these last hits. And yeah, Gunnar doesn't want to try to contest this. Well, probably not anyways.
Oh. A lot of courier deaths this game so far, but we're finally seeing people start to pay a little bit more attention to those little guys.
Yep.
Courier abuse is a real thing, dude. We see a lot of needs to be dealt with.
You know what the viewers probably miss? Back in the day, every courier kill, you used to end up getting an item drop if you were watching the game and had more than 100 viewers on a ticket.
That's super cool. Good thing tickets don't exist anymore, right? Panda Boo top lane, just barely staying alive. Very close there.
Very fire he popped?
Yeah.
I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it's very fire.
Gunnar in a little bit of trouble here in the mid lane.
He should be able to dissimulate up, right? Doesn't have spells left here on Dark Mago, so he's going to be fine. But he's going to need a bottle refill, and honestly, I think what we're going to see Z-Freak just walk back to base, TP mid, refill that bad boy. Dark Mago, I mean, he's got Spirit and God's Rebuke. He connects with one, yeah? Close.
Yeah, doesn't want to dive that tier 2 like he would have to. There's a lot of damage coming out from that tower at the start of the game, 172. Twice as much as the tier 1, basically, but he does secure himself probably both water runes and forced to walk all the way back to base.
Yoinks the other, actually.
Well, still not the end of the world. The fact is, he managed to force Gunnar all the way back to base. He's forcing him to use his TP. That one's going to be on cooldown. In fact, he's not going to have one. He's going for his next item pretty quickly here. Not being able to rotate at 6 minutes here, when you get this ultimate here on Void Spirit, your team suffers for this one.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Dark Mago. I mean, this is a great option, taking this hero to the mid lane, and he's owning with it. I mean, he's got a full level up on Gunnar right now, and once you get level 6 on the Mars, if you get caught without your spells here, like if your Dissimulate's on cooldown, you will just die. There's way too much damage that comes out from the Mars kit. There's not really a hero here on the side of Zoomers that's going to be able to save him.
Yeah. These heroes don't TP in and really turn things extremely well. Tidehunter, no stun ability. I suppose Disruptor could maybe do it, but he's only sitting level 2 at the moment.
Yeah, that is not enough.
No. There it is. We now finally have level 6 on Dark Mago. I mean, you do have to keep in mind we're playing on USE's. Dark Mago does have quite a bit of ping, so landing these arena spears the moment he hits level 6 onto Dark Seer can be a little bit tricky. Definitely have an advantage on Gunnar.
Yeah, you do need to be careful when Dark Mago's not showing. I mean, getting something out of your first arena is always super important. So if he doesn't like rotate, if he doesn't kill the Void Spirit, every minute that goes by that Dark Mago is here in lane, it's actually really good for the Zoomers.
Top lane. Getting dove under the tower here. Moo, he might just go down.
He's got triple null tally. He might actually be able to kill Angel if he continues chasing him here in the jungle. No, he's got the vision. Nah, it's gonna be first blood going his way. He didn't. I thought he was gonna Ion Shell a creep. Instead, Ion Shells himself, and now Z-Freak getting chased down, just stuck in the trees. That's gonna be a double kill for the Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa almost went down there, but they managed to turn that one around. Getting
The Arena Spear catches Disruptor. It's gonna be a kill there for Dark Mago, finally putting the first one to good use.
things going the way of NoPing to start this game. 3 kills under their belt, and he's got a haste on Dark Mago as well. Could be he rotates to another lane. I don't think he'll find a kill on the Gunner here. In fact, yeah,
He's gonna just
freaking
refill the bottle.
Pass it back
Oh,
to him.
they are just gonna turn
off the
around with the
haste.
gush.
He's
but
fine.
Yeah, he's got the haste. Neph was right.
Ricky was left.
I mean, I didn't say he was gonna die. I'm just in limbo.
You did beat me last time we were keeping track of points, so I just decided to stop keeping track of points. I don't like losing.
Who is this guy, and why is he have
my
more points than me?
My play caster is too good. I don't like this.
They do a double bottle refill in the mid lane, which is quite funny. Husky getting found, but just glimpses Dark Mago out. He is quite low though as a result of this, so he's gonna be forced to pop salve at some point. Yeah, there he goes. Economic damage achieved. Pandaboo getting ran at here by a surged giant fish. Gotta be careful of those. They're quite scary. And with Moo closing the gap, this should be a kill going their way. Vacuum pulls him back and melts him down, and they happen to find themselves some sweet little stackies right here. Similar to snackies, but you kill things instead of just eating them.
Yep. That Medusa's not going to be happy about that one. Angel saved up all of his good boy points for those. But no real way of getting away from that one. He tried to turn him around in the last minute. The moment he saw that there was a centaur in that camp, he's like, okay, 3 heroes here. I might be able to get the stomp off for myself. Creeps might deny me. But I think he realized it's just a moment too late. But Dark Mago TPs to the top lane, turns it around, and gets a kill off onto Moo.
I was literally looking at the minimap, trying to figure out where the heck Dark Mago went. I was like, this guy's got to rotate soon, right? But it like, for some reason, his icon was like underneath Moo's, so I just didn't see it. I was like trying to figure out where the heck this guy went. There's a nice ward up here, scouting out a lot. Then Sentry comes out right away. Well played there by Pandaboo. Reads him like a book. All right, we haven't even talked about Envy's lane here. He's playing Monkey King. He's going for a first item Maelstrom. Yep. He's got treads completed. Javelin dropped off, going back for the Maelstrom. I mean, he's actually doing pretty well on net worth, but the double kill for the Medusa is hard to deal with for sure.
Yep. I mean, a lot of time on Monkey King, people build like to fight right away. They get a Diffusal Blade, they get an Echo Saber. I feel like this Maelstrom build is a little bit dated, but it is very Envy.
It is definitely.
Man likes
Envy.
the farm.
How do you feel about the Witchblade build on Monkey King?
I think it's kind of neat, but I don't like it.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one that Thompson started going, right?
Oh, did he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just I tried it out like in one of my pubs, and I was like, it's like okay, but I think I a lot of times still prefer the Echo Saber.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a joke about they don't innovate anything in Europe and just take American tech.
I mean, not wrong. Top lane Pandaboo getting ran down here. More burns coming from the ion shells, and Husky rubbing salt in the wounds, thinking, oh, you think you can walk away, but not today. Another kill. Gonna go the way of the Zoomers here as they're starting to close up that gap, and Envy will be able to take the tier 1 tower. Bottom, they bring Medusa down here. They want to be able to trade for these objectives a little bit. Oscar, never really talked about him at all on the Legion Commander either.
No, he's doing not the best. I mean, pretty far ahead of him right now in the Monkey King, about 800 net worth up, but he's going to be able to get his Blink Dagger with decent timing, I feel, and just going to be his job to get on top of, I think, the Void Spirit, the Darkseer, shut them down the team fights. The Monkey King is going to be a little bit too difficult to get your hands onto, even if you do, these Jingu Masteries. You do trade pretty favorable with the Legion Commander inside the duels.
I'm so excited. Tumblr's toy Tide Hunter is one of my favorite things in the game.
I haven't seen... Yeah. I want to go back to Legion Commander for a second, because I haven't seen much of this hero in competitive yet with the 200 dual cast range.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah, I think we were playing the other night, and you're like, I don't get why they added this talent, range duel. It's just broken.
It's actually so broken. Like, it changes how you play against his heroes so much.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm not close to Legion, and then you just like get dueled anyway, and you're like, ah, neat. Like, cool.
Yeah. It's like it's 175 cast range in front of your hero, so it ends up becoming 375 cast range spell, not a 200 cast range spell, which is a lot more than you would think.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Anyhow, looking back over here, the mid lane, Dark Mago finishing up this Blink Dagger. He's got Pandaboo sitting behind him, so it allows him to play somewhat aggressive, sitting on a Haste Rune as well. Once he's got the Blink Dagger, they can start making a couple more plays. I'm just worried about the amount of damage they're going to do if they pick up Blink Dagger first on a couple of these heroes.
Smoke bottom. Ravage comes out onto the Legion. This is a big kill if they can get it, but the TPs are coming through. Matthew needs to get the stun set up, but Z-Freak able to stay on top of him, gets the kill. There's going to be Arena the Spear pinning down the Darkseer, holding Husky in place, and Z-Freak just has to stare at his comrades as they fall, but he's still got an Ion Shell for a few more seconds. The heals from Pandaboo able to reset it, but in comes Gunnar. Can he set this fight back for the Zoomers? Dark Mego with another haste rune will be able to disengage.
Yep. I think he would have been able to TP out there on Z-Freak, but he realized he was able to stand his ground with Gunnar coming back. Matthew held the 1 point and impale for the later half of that team fight. In fact, I think he's going to spike Carapace this if Gunnar tries to go on him again. He's baiting.
Maelstrom proc there, but yeah, it is a bait for sure. You got the blink delivery here on the Mars. You don't want to fight into that.
He did end up missing like the primary target for that impale as they initiated last time onto the Legion Commander, unfortunately. If he had gotten that one off onto the Tide Hunter, he would have been able to get out.
Yeah. Moo has his Helm Dom completed, found himself a nice little Centaur Conqueror, so he's super happy to be able to play around with this, surging it around the map, getting those stuns, having those 2 Ion Shells up. And I'm a little bit surprised he's not just going the Aghanim Scepter. Instead, he's going for the Overlord and Disruptor. And there's going to be your first duel of the game, going the way of the Legion, found by that Mars.
Yep. Blink Dagger completed, going for this Yule Scepter next. And this gets you a little bit closer to the Blink Dagger on Legion Commander. This game gets a lot easier once that one's complete. Again, I was a little bit concerned about the amount of damage you're going to do on some of these heroes prior to the Medusa coming online if you're just going for these Blink Daggers right away instead of DPS items, but I think they'll be all right. It's not like the heroes you're playing against are all super tanky.
Ooh, top lane, Oscar makes it out. All right, I'm surprised Envy held Wukongs for that whole thing. But Matthew, they're gonna get vision of him. They do have a sentry, so they know that he is here. Looks like it might be a bait from Envy. Okay, well, he might regret that one as Dark Mago finds on the backside and Envy just goes down. Doesn't get a chance to use anything. Spike Carapace stunning up Gunnar for the moment, but he will be able to finish this with one pretty easily. Guardian Angel. Assimilate, save there from the Legion. He's out of mana, just gets dueled up. It's a disaster for the Zoomers. They're falling one by one. Double kill goes the way of Dark Mago. And Husky's still not level 6. The Stone Gaze comes out, make it a triple.
All right, Angel said it's not a party unless I'm slightly off the mark with the spear. That was so close. That would have been an absolute disaster if they lost that, but instead they'll just lose this tier 1 tower. That's the game sense there by Dark Mago, but again, just slightly off the mark. This game all of a sudden pretty hard. Blink Dagger comes out and Oscar, they didn't even have that one for that fight, but the amount of heal that came out from Pandaboo there, the Heavenly Grace, it is surprisingly good. You gained so much HP with this one now.
Yeah. Glimpse gonna hold Matthew back on the backside of this fight, and he's gonna Spike Carapace, do what he can. Envy not gonna be there to pick up the kill. Gonna go the way of Husky. I mean, I'm really surprised that the Zoomers thought that they could bait that fight out in the first place. I mean, Dark Mago is definitely gonna be there. They know he has this Blink Dagger. And losing that Monkey King, I mean, that's really rough. You can't afford to be taking these deaths this early.
And not if you're going for this Maelstrom build. He's going for a BKB immediately after this, which will help him quite a bit against the Zoomers lineup, or the NoPing lineup. But
they pulled Oscar off to the side. If they can finish off this kill, it'd be nice, but another spear comes out, finding the Monkey King, the important target. Boundless Strike is there. There's gonna be a nice Ravage, but Envy can't make it out. Angel finishes him off, and now the chase continues. They're looking for Gunnar, but surged up. He's gonna make it.
They find the big creep here from the Darkseer, but yeah, they end up getting away there on Gunnar. I mean, Pandaboo doing an excellent job of keeping Dark Mago in the middle of these team fights. He's going for a first item BKB regardless of Pandaboo keeping him alive. Really needs to be able to fight in the middle of all these heroes. The Ion Shells will do a lot of damage once these build up on you. And now he is going for that Aghanim Scepter that you talked about after getting this Helm Dom.
Well, they continue the chase. They just take down Z-Freak. Oscar is going to go all the way back, but they're going to continue the chase on Moo. Speared up into the wall. NoPing's got the control, and another duel going the way of the Legion here. I mean, Zoomers are just absolutely crumbling in game number 2 here.
They can't keep up with this kind of damage, and Monkey King again, he hasn't been able to participate in anything yet. With this build that we call a little bit outdated at the start of this one, it is very envy, but they're not giving them time to farm, just running at their heroes non-stop. You don't really expect this kind of aggression when you see a Medusa on the enemy team, but this Mars and Omni Knight combination, there's just no stopping it. It's too tanky.
It is, and then like I said, a lot of this just comes back to the double kill Medusa gets at the start of the game that I feel it was just such a mistake on the Zoomers. A little bit of like just a pretty big misplay in that off lane. But yeah, this Maelstrom build from Envy doesn't do any damage against NoPing. It is purely a farming build, and now he has to go back for a BKB. And he's still going to do no damage, right? Like, he doesn't have any way of fighting into the side of NoPing.
Yeah. They're playing as far away from the enemy team as they can inside their jungle. I imagine they're going to place wards up. They have vision on this hill here on the Dire. You're going to need to clear that one up. That's exactly what Husky starts doing. They'll go for the tier 2 tower here on the bottom lane instead, it looks like. But this is your best option, avoiding the enemies for now, giving Envy a little bit of time to finish up this BKB. There's no way you fight into the NoPing heroes without this completed at this point. You're too far behind.
Medusa is about to have her Ags. Just 200 gold away, which, I mean, if the fight wasn't more like difficult before, it's about to get a lot worse. Those constant stone gazes, or I don't know, stone form coming out from the Ags is going to be a huge nuisance. Gunnar does find an arcane rune though, which is quite nice.
Yep. Matthew's on the hunt though.
Yeah, with Dark Mago here, they might go for it. Impale on the mark, and that's just a dead Void Spirit. Picked off once again by the side of NoPing.
Yep, not having the same game he had last time, absolutely popped off. All right, they throw Medusa back across the map. Small victories.
I don't think she really cares all that much. She'll just go farm up mid instead. All right, let's see what they can do here on the side of Zoomers. They are grouped up. They have a lot of big team fights abilities. They're gonna go ahead and initiate right onto Oscar's Legion, and it looks like they will get that pick off. Ravage still available, but they get the Disruptor ult for that one. Not the worst case scenario if you're NoPing here. Z-Freak still need to be a little bit careful here. Oh, Dark Mago finds him, pins him against the wall, and it just looks like Zoomers gonna leave him to die. Wait. All right, just TP. Yep. Classic.
Lost too much damage there from the anchor smash, so he manages to get out of that one. No stun to follow up, unfortunately. It's Aghanim Scepter done on the Medusa, just picked up a Ring of Aquila as well. I think gonna hold on the Quicksilver Amulet as well. Nobody else wants to hold on to this Aquila, it seems. Does Dark Mago know Huskies here? Is he just... Okay, there's no way he knows Huskies here. That would be absolutely insane, right?
Yeah, there's no chance. Envy does manage to stay for an extra wave. I think they would have expected him to have TP'd out already, so that was kind of surprising. But yeah, nicely done. I mean, this is similar to what we saw last game. Zoomers did kind of stall out that one section where they were a little bit behind just by cutting waves, and it's something that this team does exceptionally well.
Yep.
Gunner's going to come to the top lane. They actually circle the triangle camp. They are right on the money. They know exactly where the side of NoPing is, but I don't know if you can do anything about it.
No, they can't right now. Again, still working on this BKB here on Eternal Envy. Needs another, what, 700, 800 gold. Once that one's done, he might be able to take a fight with these enemy heroes. He's still pretty low on HP, regardless of that, though. They might run into Legion Commander again. Losing Oscar isn't the end of the world. He's still working on Blade Mail, and he's going to get a BKB immediately after that for himself as well. I mean, this Disruptor is a really important lockdown for the Zoomer side. I imagine he's going to want to get an Ags if this game ends up going late, but I'm not sure if we're going to get there. Angel is fairly big as well. He's just going to click down this mid tower alongside his catapult.
Yeah, and that should be a tier 2 tower. Another one going their way. No problem at all.
Bottom lane, they see Envy over here. Dark Mago would love to sit up on this one, but I'm pretty sure Envy realizes what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead he's just gonna go cut the creep wave. He's too far away from the enemy team for them to be able to catch him.
Top side of the map, they also get the other tier 2. So again, stalling out the game here, the name for Zoomers. Vendetta does come out. They are looking for Envy. Hiding up in these trees, and honestly, Dark Mago might go for the arena. Oh, TP out. Oh my gosh. So close there, just a fraction of a second off.
Yeah, and this does slow them down quite a bit. The cooldown of the arena was increased at all levels. It goes from 90, 75, 60 to just 90 at all levels at the moment. So,
Husky found by the duel in the top lane with the Angel behind him. They need to just disengage. Gunner doesn't want to be here either. He's going to TP home. Z-Freak now has to be worried. All right, Wukong's command. They've got the Ravage to follow. Dark Mago gets the BKB off, though. Just walks home. And now the rest of the Zoomers, they've thrown everything. They need to leave.
It looks like they're not going to get away from... never mind. He gets away on Z-Freak. Just TP out. It's that easy.
Second time he's gotten away with this.
He'll do it again. It's his best trick.
There's a DD rune there. They know it is there, and there's nothing you can do about this on the side of the Zoomers. Angel gonna pick that one up, walk right on into the Roche pit. Without Wukong's command, without the Ravage, no vac wall, it's a pretty good time to be NoPing. The only thing you have is the Disruptor kit, but it's not enough. So they will just give up the Roshan. It is only first Roche, but a really big timing here for the side of NoPing. If they can get us, if they can go high ground with this, like, it gives them a huge opening.
Now, they're going for a pretty interesting build here on Medusa. Instead of going for the Eye of Scotty that you see a lot of the time, especially given the fact that you are playing against heroes that you want to be able to slow, you want to tank up a little bit, he's going for the Blink Dagger instead. So they want to get on top of their high ground and set up into an arena as quickly as possible. Oh my god, Matthew, the predictions!
This guy's so good. Well, Envy
Sitting
finally punished. Yeah.
He knew Envy was going to be jumping down there. That is insane, though. He's so good, Matthew. Other side of the map.
Angel's on the high ground. Without Wukong's command for this high ground defense, Angel should have no problem taking this lane.
That was so sick, man. What a gamer. Knew exactly where he'd be. Whittle away at Angel. Unfortunately, he struggles to refill his mana prior to hitting level 20. Doesn't have the plus 35% Mystic Snake mana steal yet, but does have the Aegis. So, clicking away at these towers. And yeah, I don't think you can save them from taking this rack. So you still have BKB available on the Mars as well. Ravage isn't up for another 30 seconds.
Well, they fortify for the moment. With Monkey King coming up, it might be possible. The Wukong's command, they smoke up. They're going to go for it. Jumping the Medusa here, holding her in place. She doesn't have a lot of mana. Envy drops the Wukong's command, stunning her up. And honestly, they're going to hold Angel down. The question is, can they get him the second time around? It's going to be up to Husky. But they're not, I don't think they're going to be able to. They have the they have the wall. Can they actually do it? There's going to be the ultimates, but an immediate GA comes out from Pandaboo, and the Stone Gaze Gunner is just melted. And now on the backside, Envy just gets dueled. A great Ravage comes in. There's going to be the wall, but it's not enough. They've lost two. They're the big ones. They managed to stun the Medusa illusion, and it dies. Nothing left in the tank here for the side of the Zoomers. A Z-Freak stuck inside the arena. Surrounded here by the members of NoPing, but he gets the blink out. Nicely done.
Unfortunately, he's not able to save his racks, and I know they don't have buybacks. Otherwise, they would have done it in that team fight. So this is going to go for the next one. They get the position 1 and 2. These are the important heroes, and your cooldowns have all been expended. You have absolutely no way to defend. They're tearing through these buildings in no time at all. Ricky, NoPing is not giving them an inch after that last match to say, no more 65-minute Eternal Envy games. We're closing this out at 25. We are not giving you the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such sick play, honestly, from NoPing. Like, they are so far ahead. Glimpse pulling Oscar back, but again, the press the attack, giving him that magic immunity. Pretty sick talent, or pretty sick shard.
Yeah. But, they do lose Matthew there, but 2 sets of racks here at only 25.
Monkey King jumps in aggressively. He's going for Pandaboo. Found this. I mean, he's just going to TP, right? Vac? All right, does come through.
So they get some cleanup kills on the way up, but still 16k net worth advantage. All right, Medusa has changed up what she was going. Instead of going for the blink to get on the high ground, she goes, you know what, we've already gotten the tier 3 towers and 2 Rexes. I don't need to go for that super aggressive build to get on top of people in the middle of arena. I can just get this Eye of Scotty to tank up. It was close last time. She ended up burning through her mana shield, almost went down, but now he's got that Mystic Snake mana steal talent. She's got the Eye of Scotty. She's going to be even scarier this time around.
Got her mid lane. Ooh, just dodges out Dark Mago's spear. Arena does find the Husky, though. Angel sent back with a glimpse, and Z-Freak gonna do what he... Oh my god, the damage reduction does not matter to this Mars. He's got This Deso completed. Envy pops his BKB. Wukong's command is going to come up, holding him on the backside. Can they actually find anything? They have no other spells. Vacuum down, Ravage down, and now in comes Oscar, the duel right onto the Darkseer.
Yeah,
They will be able to pick up another kill.
Other heroes are getting out. I mean, they're playing these as well as they can here on Zoomers. I mean, they're glimpsing these heroes out of the team fights, setting up the Wukong's command, but there's no follow-up unless you have all your spells at the same time. They're getting things done with this Ravage, but, you know, NoPing last time they just come right back up with that Aegis. And now Oscar pushing up this top line. This is the last thing they need. They've got Aghanim Shard and the Legion Commander. They've got all these tools in the kit here on Pandaboo. I think Medusa is going to pretty easily just be able to sit on top of the high ground, receive these buffs from the allied heroes, and not have a care in the world. Yeah, working on a Blink Dagger right now. Finds a Psychic Headband on the Omni Knight. As if your life wasn't easy enough already, you can sit back another 100 range with this Heavenly Grace.
Dark Mago's got a Blast Rig too if he wants it.
Yeah, that item is very good.
Pretty sick item.
Mm-hmm.
Paladin Sword for Envy will help out a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's
damage.
Yeah, it's like the end of the day, he just has 0 damage on this hero right now. His Wukong's command, it's sick if he can, you know, hold heroes in place, but NoPing have done a fantastic job at just kiting it out, obviously, as a result of Pandaboo. They've got the BKBs available on Dark Mago, as well as the press the attack from Legion Commander, so it makes it so difficult for them to hold any one of these heroes down.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna
smoked
smoke.
up now. Yeah. I mean, they've got everything off of cooldown here. They can't wait for them to come up their base and be in position here on NoPing. They need to stall this out somehow. If they could find a kill when Roche is supposed to be responding, that's a tall order. You're going to need to permastun him, and without Omni Knight nearby as well. Omni Knight just finished up his BKB, his Blink Dagger.
And
this is your only time.
They're just going to take a courier. I mean, they realize, like, they missed the smoke. They're not going to connect onto anything, and Matthew is now just searching for heroes on the backside. He's going to see Z-Freak. If he can prevent him from getting into the base, it's a huge issue. Well, misses the Impale, but does burn out some of the mana. Meanwhile, the barracks is already under siege. The melee about to die, and they haven't thrown any spells. There's going to be the Blink Ravage, the Vacuum Wall, holding them in place. The combo, it's there. They finally connect on it, but can they actually take down the Medusa? The press the attack, just too much with the GA and Envy with his BKB watching as his team falls one by one. The duel holding him down. Dark Mago able to get on out. Legion ends up dying, and now Angel pulled back into this one. Envy, he's got to do what he can, but Dark Mago snipes and flies back into the game. These illusions doing some work. This Medusa just killed everyone. It's an ultra kill for this Darkseer, and now Angel by himself can escape. All right.
To wipe them, but I'm not sure this even matters. You lost your melee racks. That was the last line of defense. The only thing preventing mega creeps here at 29 minutes into the game is his range barracks, which is not going to heal for the rest of the match. You went down on every heal. You're forced to buy back on 3. They got what they came for there on NoPing, and they're more than happy to trade all their lives for it. Again, not looking to take a 60-minute game against these heroes. They'd rather kick them when they're down, when Eternal Envy doesn't have any damage. And he didn't get enough from that team fight, given the fact that he was forced to buy back. He comes out with the exact same amount of net worth that he had before. You close the XP lead, sure. But win probability, still 99% here for NoPing. You're 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that looks quite good. That looks quite good. I mean, like you said, they closed the XP lead just a little bit, but overall, it's not. I don't think it's going to be enough. You have a 17k gold lead here on NoPing, and this Medusa is too big to fail. And when the next fight breaks out, well, Sentry drops, they find Matthew. Okay. If they can actually keep getting these big pickoffs, it's huge. Gunner, he's able to just get dueled, and the arena holds him in place, and this is the beginning of the end, potentially, here for the side of the Zoomers, as they just fallen on 3. Z-Freak comes in, doing what he can. The Darkseer illusion's pretty strong. They're doing this without the Medusa, though. And now Moo, held in place, doing a lot with these ion shells, and he will be able to make it out thanks to this surge. But wait, he runs back in and dies. Okay, he microed him instead of the illusions. A little bit of a mistake there. Z-Freak crumbles as well, 4 dead. And this should be number 5 as Dark Mago claps him. That's the GG. And it looks
And
like
this
NoPing forcing a game 3.
Yeah, I mean, they did a pretty good job of controlling this Medusa. They brought her down to no mana. She had to fight here without throwing any Mystic Snakes, despite having the Aghanim Scepter. But the Heavenly Grace, the press, the attack, all these heals coming out from Medusa, the saves is just too much. And Dark Mega ended up pumping out so much damage in these team fights as well. It wasn't just the Medusa you had to worry about. They had these super tanky heroes and huge saves behind them. You just couldn't finish them off. Anybody you wanted to initiate on these fights, and you didn't have enough back line jump to be able to get on Panda Boo either. They really struggled there. I mean, 30,000 damage coming out from Dark Mego this game. He just played absolutely amazing. Definitely won the mid lane. We were watching that one, but I think you said one of the biggest things this game that it came down to was the dive in the top tower in that lane that they should have done a little bit better on. They ended up going down on Moo and Z Freak, and Angel got a way better start than he had any business doing because of that.
Yeah, I mean, like small stuff like that definitely adds up a lot. And it also, I think some of it comes down to Envy just not really having a lot of impact on this Monkey King. Like we saw multiple times, the Wukong's command either was held completely or was dropped with zero ability to follow up. And then, you know, the Zoomers fight kind of just crumbles. We saw the one situation there defending their, you know, last lane of barracks where they get finally the symphony of like all of their spells coming together. But they were just too far behind. You know, at this point, it doesn't really matter. They're forced to buy back 3 heroes. The damage was already done. And NoPing, I mean, they tie the series up 1-1, and we're going to a game 3. I mean, this is exactly what we could ask for. It's final day here on the Loop at Pro Series. And, you know, maybe we go to max games. We'll see what happens. But we're going to go to a quick break, everyone. So definitely stay tuned for more here. We'll be back in just a little bit with game number 3 of 4 Zoomers and NoPing. Stay tuned.